Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly.
Carlos, I guess you said 2022 gonna be my year come hook or crook. So before we get into your pathetic little podcast, let's talk about Love and Marriage DC. They dropped a minute teaser trailer today. Now, it is funny to see him swoop in and snatch Monique Samuels from Bravo's grasp and say, okay, look, y'all already gave her full free press and promo. I'ma run with her cause I know. And I have to say, this does prove that Monique is a bit of that girl. The fact that she has enough of a fan base and enough pull to be the center couple on a new franchise, I gotta say that's something. So we got another couple, Jamie and Arena. They've been married for 26 years. And then Ashley and DJ Quick, who've been married for 13 years. So this seems to be a focus on couples that are married and are staying married. I see it being more family orientated. I'm not mad because they can still give us some marriage mess, but not like Huntsville. Because Huntsville, it was cute. It was cute when they started with the crapback group. But now it's basically become the Mel show and how she's getting out of her marriage to Martell and has thoroughly embarrassed him. She came on this show to embarrass him. I thoroughly believe that. She already had that song written and the tracks laid. I ain't mad at you. He cheated and had a whole baby. I'd have killed him. My children would be fatherless, but they would have inherited. Because the truth is, all he's worth is the life insurance that he can get. I would much rather have an inheritance than a living Martell as my father, because that is useless. At least that tax-free money can put you through school, so you can be smarter than him. But now let's get to Carlos's podcast, where he gives us 5 through number 1 of the top 10 housewives of all time. And let me point out to you where he and his squeaky voice are wrong. Hey, Carlos, when you gonna have me on the show? Come on. You should have a long-time viewer on. You really should. I mean, I've watched your shows more than you.
Hey, guys. So
It's like the oddest voice in the world because it was almost giving me a Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
Like were you trying to deepen it when you came in? Just kind of go on and get with your sissy lilt. I have a sissy lilt too, but then again, I have a good voice. You have a backstage voice. You really do. You really do. Honey, I'm going to need you to stop lisping directly into the microphone. I wear many hats. You're going to break it with water damage. I'm telling you now. I should not feel a moist, misty breeze just listening to you. You know, it's not just your voice. It's how you pronounce words. Like, instead of Ramona Singer, it's Ramona Singer. Singer. It's not 2 words. It's not singer. It's Atlanta, not Atlanta. He literally said the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Atlanta. Somebody needs to teach you some pronunciation and elocution. These words aren't that hard to pronounce. Oh, Jesus. Number 5 is Vicki Gunvalson. Now, look, if you were talking about crones or baboons that pass as people or flaps of chicken skin that have magically been reanimated in some type of Walking Dead bullshit, then I could go with you. But I just don't care about the crones. Fast forward, best fiend. You gotta give Vicki her props. I ain't giving that crone shit but a headache. Maybe directions to hell. I ain't giving her shit, especially a prop. She'll put a hex on it and try to kill you. You don't give a heifer like that shit. Number 4 is Kenya Moore, and she single-handedly changed the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can't even say it like he says it, of Atlanta. There's a T in there, honey. Atlanta, not Atlanta. This is not Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. That heifer's from Canada. You got the wrong country, boo. She don't even go here. However, I'm going to give you Kenya. I'm going to give you Kenya. She has come on this show to be the actress she always wanted to be. I mean, that little pilot ain't go nowhere, but she's been able to play with her marriage for a plot line. She will read, and also she's good to read. From her black-eyed knees to missing mark, from the braille on her face to the ash on her heel. So I will give you Kenya Moore. For once, you're right. Broken clock syndrome, I guess. He said she was whimsical. I think she was desperate. I just don't get whimsy from somebody that desperate to have a man that they will literally pay for Walter's toupee. That ain't whimsy to me. You think that twirl was whimsical? Remember, the twirl is rooted in her jealousy of Portia and Cordelia Stewart's marriage. Because I believe Kenya would happily marry that rail-headed sissy just to say she had a man. I mean, hell, you saw how she was trying to fuck on Phaedra's felon. Oh, now Carlos gave a little bit of a read. He said she has an elegance about her. Well, she tries to. Yep. And it's the fact that she'll fail and she takes herself so seriously we can laugh at her, not with her. That's also what's keeping her on the show. He said Kenya was the Issa Rae of Hollywood. I'm sorry, Issa Rae is a household name. We didn't know Kenya. We barely knew Lionel. I haven't danced with you all night. We didn't know who the hell that was. Did we? Did we? I don't know if she was Issa. I know that she produced Twa and a few other movies that aired on BET After Dark. But I wouldn't say Issa Rae. Issa Rae was a whole movement. We watched her take it from YouTube to the real tube. Let's not do that. We could put a little respect on Issa's name. I mean, Insecure, them last seasons, girl. I still ain't even finished it yet. I'm going to get to it soon as I get some new fuck shipped in from Amazon. He says she nice in real life, and I believe it, because being that much of a bitch could be too exhausting. You have to put a smile on at some point. He said she's the only housewife who's never yelled at me. Yeah, because she's grateful for a job. Also, remember, you left season 8. She came on season 6, so y'all only worked together for 2 years. Carlos gonna say Kenya stands up for herself at the reunion. Does she stand up for herself or stand firm in her bullshit? Like when she was so concerned with Portia's pussy and Bolo's balls, it didn't concern you. No one was interested in you. You threw your cooch at him, he caught it and tossed it back. That's what happened. That's what happened. He picked Portia's puss over yours. And then tried to blame it on baby Brooklyn. Girl, boom. See, that's not standing up for yourself. That's just keeping the shit going because you ain't got nothing else to talk about. Certainly not your marriage. Number 3, Bethenny Frankel of New York. Yes, I agree with that. She made the franchise hands down. Not Ramona Singer. Lord, all this mispronunciation. It's like listening to Tish. Sissy Kang gonna say, it's like Karen needing Gabrice. No, it's not. Karen does not need Gabrice. That show does not need Gabrice. We just used to her. Trust and believe it. If a heifer with a plot line came on with some actual coin, but remember you ran your rich cast member off, child, we forget all about Gabrice or Gabrissy and her unfinished bond. She's a great face for aging school days cosplay, but other than that, she ain't that iconic to me. But I will agree that Ramona Singer does need Bethenny. Ramona Singer needs a lot. Jesus for starters. So he does admit there is a Bethenny clause where Bravo gonna get a percentage of your product because she came on and made so much money. They said, you gotta give us some coin. Now, I heard Candy did her first season basically for free so they wouldn't touch Bedroom Candy. I'm sure she'll let us know on Speak On It. I gotta get up to that too. I'ma just start reviewing reviews. I'm sick of these shows. Teresa Giudice is number 2. She put Jersey on the map. The table flip put the franchise on the map. She went to prison. She got out of all right, okay. You know, it's very Jane Goodall, but yeah, I'll give it to her. Number 1 is Nene Leakes. And I'm going to give it to her. Nene is Housewives. Nene is Atlanta. Sadly, she pissed it away instead of really capitalizing on the moment. I mean, Nene is the poster child of almost doesn't count. Almost made it to Hollywood. You almost were a star. I mean, she should have been going into production at this point. Instead, she moved back from Bravo to BET. When BET has some franchises we tune into, then I will call them a good network. BET is still on the struggle. They trying, but I'm gonna need them to really get their programming together. Sisters. Well, that was Sissy King's little lisp, and his little list too. However, Kenya Moore has graced us with an interview from Entertainment Tonight, so let's see what this heifer has to say. First, they ask her, what's the vibe for season 14? Well, judging by this photo, it's hodgepodge. Kenya, what's this dress you have on? No. Oh, God, no. Why are there two different yellows? They clashing. Honey, you are not Shelby's wedding. This is not Blush and Bashful. No, and then all this ruffle up here. Oh, you're doing too much with too little, dear. She said everything feels really organic. Well, because you ain't got nobody to hate on this season? Is it because Portia's not there stealing your shine so you finally feel like you're the prettiest? Is that what it is? The makeup is good, though. I'll give you that. Your makeup's good. Your skin has cleared up. Smooth as your baby's bottom. Ah, I remember when you could read the SOS across your face in deep braille. Deep braille. I remember when the rover Mars almost landed on your face because it thought it was the moon. There were so many crevices, canyons, and calderas. Caldera is the word of the day, a large cauldron-like hollow that formed shortly after the emptying of a magma chamber in a volcanic eruption. And this face was giving volcanic eruption. However, back to the heifer. So Kenya's lighter and brighter and looser, I think is because you knew if you kept being the hateful hoppy that you have been, you would have been written off. You would have Nene'd yourself. And I think you saw how the industry turned its back on her. And you said, I need this check. I got children to raise. So I ain't mad. And also Portia isn't here. And something about her made you so insecure. And that's sad. She said, I got pegged into this villain role. You acted an ass repeatedly. First, you tried to fuck on Apollo. Then you relentlessly went after Portia day after day, minute after minute. Then don't forget when you threw that charity event to force Nene to show up. And she said, I didn't know I had this many good friends. You are a pest and a problem. Kenya Moore is an asshole. You chose to be an asshole repeatedly for a paycheck. So no, nobody pegged you into a villain role. You might be able to play that one season, but not for half a decade. She said she's willing to pass the scepter on and let someone else be the villain, and I feel like that was still shade to Portia. Now, Kenya says Marlo is the villain of the season. Marlo is always that girl that likes to start shit. I feel like it's going to read differently from Marlo than from you. Marlo's never really seemed hateful. She just likes to get people excited and get people pissed off, and she be laughing at you. Not you, heifer, not you. It's personal. So she's saying Mark don't want to move on, but she trying to get the divorce finalized. She does seem over it, and I'm happy for her for that. I don't want anybody to be in pain, even though she's a pain in my ass. But also, the heifer pays the bills, so keep at it, Kenya, keep at it. You've been waiting for over 2 years to be divorced, but you barely lived with that man for 2 months. I still can't make it make sense. She said he holding it up because he want a coin. Well, he was your plot line for the past 2-3 seasons. You might have to break him off. I mean, girl, it ain't like you ain't rented a man before. How much did you give Walter? He looks like a $200 an episode kind of man. So I'd say Mark was on the show, 4 times? So give him $800. Give him $800. That's what he worth. Did you pay him for the sperm? You should have paid him for the sperm. Kenya admitted there was a lift because Portia wasn't on there because we was sick of they back and forth. And I also think Kenya is playing nice this season because it's like, okay, if you just gonna be bitter, ain't nobody gonna want to be bothered. And this way, too, you can always say, see, it was Portia. It was Portia. Ooh, you crafty little shit. Girl. After Ultimate Girls Trip, Kenya dropped Cynthia like a bad habit because she ain't needed no more. Cynthia's been whining Kenya ain't taking her calls, and Kenya said, well, I'm looking forward to what it could be. It can't be shit unless Cynthia comes back on the show, and Kenya knows she ain't coming back. All the fucks Kenya don't give. You can see them right in her contacts. Oh. Basically, they said Cynthia was in a funk because she knew she'd gotten fired from Atlanta and she took it out on Kenya during Girls Trip. I can see it. But Kenya also, you knew your friend was going through, but you was running up in Kyle's face. Look, we got jobs. And now she got to go sit and look at Mike Hill and watch him cheat and play cards. I'd be unhappy too. Oh, God, she kissing Sheree's ass? She said she's a kind person who's misunderstood. She's a gold digger who hit copper. But then again, I suppose to a spinster that seems successful. Kenya called Marlo a pitiful little hoe. And with the wig she had on, that was a correct assessment. That wig was pitiful. And if the wig is pitiful, so is your hoeing. Kenya getting along with the new girl, Sonia Richards-Ross. Again, you just want to be friends with anybody but Portia. I will give you this, you are crafty and sly. This is a great strategic rebrand. Oh, she said she's got Cynthia energy, aka you've been recast. So Kenya says they really friends rather than co-workers this season. Nah, I feel like your years of compound interest are running short and your retirement needs are very real. That's what I think. I think you know it's now or never. Oh, God, Kenya's dating again. Hold on, let me find a reputable escort service for her ass, because I'm going to need you to find a man that can actually act make us believe it. Make you believe it, hell. You seem a little calm. Maybe you are getting some actual dick. You don't seem as frustrated like Rob Dixon. All right, well, that was her little interview, so I'm going to see you soon for something.
Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly.